Fly with the stars, sound free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom to the beat. Make it boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Fly with the stars, I'm free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom to the beat. Make it boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I'm glad to be alive. Cause I don't wanna waste my time, no. I'm young and dumb and hopeless, right? But I'm bound to turn out alright, yeah. The city's really not my vibe now, so I'm moving out my parents' house now, to go and live another life where my dreams don't lay down and die. I'll hang out with the folks on screen. I'll be chilling in a pot of gold. You should bet your money on me, cause I'm never ever coming home. I'll fly with the stars, I'm free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom to the beat. Make it boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Fly with the stars, I'm free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom to the beat. Make it boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
You can call 1,000 times, but I'm not picking up tonight, cause I'm a bit too busy serving all the smiles, having me a real good time. With a drink full of bubbles, it slipped out from my health. Holy shit, I just stumbled, still I'm feeling myself.
Fly with the stars, I'm free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom to the beat. Make it boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Fly with the stars, I'm free. Party all day, every weekend. Make it boom, boom to the beat. Make it boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Hello everyone, welcome to Rise and Shine Divine Wisdom. I am Michelle. I hope you're good. I hope you find a way to carry on through it all. Okay, before I get started, if you're listening to me on YouTube, please like, share, or subscribe. The motive is to get these messages out to the masses. Some people need to hear a good word. They need encouragement. Today, we're going to talk about save the kiddos. We're going to speak life over our children. I'm going to begin with Divine Wisdom Speaks. These are channeled messages from beyond. We're going to start with the matriarchs. They're here with me again today and forever on. I have learned, as I have shifted to a new journey in my life, a new spiritual crew was added to my life. I'm grateful, honored, and humbled. Thank you, matriarchs. I want to share this before I give the message, because the matriarchs do have a message for us. But when I first felt their energy come through, it was a charged electrical energy that I felt. Like those defibrillators that they use when a patient has flatlined and they charge them and say clear, and then that force go through your body. That's what I feel like a charged up energy, powerful energy. But I have learned, with the help of my grandmothers and aunts, the matriarchs in my life, how to stabilize and balance the energy. So when they come through, it's just a beautiful, big energy. And I love it. Okay, so this is the message from the matriarchs first. They want me to express this quote about our children. They're here with me today so we can speak life over our children in this world. And the quote is, they come through you, but not from you. Go look up that quote and see where it comes from and get the meaning. Check on your children, especially boys. Most are still being conditioned to not cry or express emotions. Too much pressure to play sports. Some are just not interested. If you are noticing resistance to play or sports or be athletes, it is because they are more inclined to the arts, like music, writing, dancing, art, painters. Kids are checking out more by isolating and numbing. We hear the cries, and too many are having thoughts of hurting themselves. The vibrations is clear in the air. Help is needed. Mothers, take the lead to nurture and hug more. Check your heart. Work on your inner being healing. We know you are overwhelmed and hurting too. Affection is critically needed, and touch is the doorway to healing and connection. These young ones are sensitive in nature, highly intuitive, and empathic beings, here to help you all elevate to the next level in consciousness. Protect and mind the children with a vengeance. Okay, so they also wanted me to just give out some names. Some are just initials. They wanted me just to give the initials of the first and last name of kids that they're speaking out loud about. It's a lot, but these are the ones that I captured to send out good vibrations to. So the initials I heard are JS, MC, AJ, LB, ST, MT. That is the first and last name initials of the names that they wanted me to call out. But I also have some names, just first names to call out too, that I heard. It's Xavier, Michael, Tommy, Ashley, Natasha, Kimberly. Stay focused. Don't be distracted by the demons. We got you. So the matriarchs are with you. Your grandmothers, your mothers, they're with you, helping you along the way to guide you. Be open to the force of life that they want to speak over you. Okay? So for the past few months now, a spiritual message just keeps downloading in my spirit, and I kept hearing, save the kids. I know instinctively what I am witnessing in the world with children is detrimental to their well-being. This call from God is relating to their mental health struggles due to the tense, abusive, and senseless climate in their personal environment and out in public. As I was meditating on this message, I heard a song from Whitney Houston, Greatest Love of All. I'm not going to bore you with my choir voice today, but these are the words that flew at me. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. So God has had me in observation mode to see some of the things that are affecting our children. This may be old news from a few weeks ago, but it is a constant and current issue. Social media is loud per usual with their judgment. And this particular time, it was of Lil Nas X. And it just happened to fly across my timeline, and I knew I needed to pay attention to it. But it was about Lil Nas X and how he is presenting himself in the music industry as a gay artist in hip-hop. And there was a hashtag, protect your kids. Hashtag, protect your kids. Was circling the BuzzFeed with all types of opinions. I'm like, what? Come on now, people. Then recently I heard through the grapevine that Boosie is bullying Lil Nas X. Reckless behavior got him out here telling another to commit suicide. Boy, bye. Shut it up. I will never understand why some heterosexual men are so angry and belligerent with gay men. What is really beneath all that homophobic energy? Who harmed you? Lil Nas X, I see you. You are a brave soul. Talented, gifted artist with creativity oozing out of your being. Living your best life authentically with no apologies. I love it. It inspires me to stay true to myself. Now I want to take a minute to honor my Uncle James, a beautiful gay man. While on earth, he was an exceptional cook and baker. I always feel safe and vibrant in his presence. He still comes around to visit and show me how to get down in the kitchen. Thank you for your inviting spirit, pure soul, and warm heart. I love you, friend. So, as I meditated, I asked God, what is the message in all this madness and mess? So this is what I heard. This is what came through. What about protecting your kids when the parents are always fighting and arguing with each other in the household? What about the kids being disowned and abused due to their sexual orientation, or the children being viciously bullied by strangers, family, and society because they look or act different? We can go on and on. The hate is too loud and outrageous. Protect your kids? Are you? Don't underestimate children. Some folks just don't realize that children are the purest forms of love, light, high intelligence, and resilience. You can learn a few things from them too. The world's lack of heart and groupthink is corrupting children with fearful programming and hateful conditioning. Guess what? The impressions of positivity or negativity starts in the home. Are you going to look towards the world to validate or protect your child? Are you going to take full responsibility on how your child will show up in the world with a loving heart, genuine character, and spirit filled with integrity, no matter what or who they become? Those are the questions and the choices that Divine is asking of us to ask ourselves. Okay, so another channel message coming through. Divine wisdom is speaking. Oh, Oh, he loves his children. Okay. Babies more than ever are coming out of the womb knowing fully who they are and their purpose. The evidence is in their advanced being, development, and thinking. It is called evolution. Some of you have kids or grandchildren who are highly intuitive or empathic, born with spiritual gifts to help this world heal, change, and elevate. God says, encourage yours to be true to themselves. I need them to shine bright. Please don't dim their light by suppressing their nature, all because you just don't understand. Nurture their gifts, just like you would any other common dream or goal. Our children are the future leaders and teachers. It is time for you adults to get back in exhibiting an example of souls who are aligned with divine. The source comes from within. Okay. So I have another message that came through too. If you know anyone who is struggling with drugs and alcohol, please open your heart and remember compassion. You can't save them, but you can pray for them. The desire to overcome has to come from within their own soul. If needed, set healthy boundaries with no guilt or worry attached. Self-care is important in order to take care of others. Take a step back and focus on pouring love into yourself. Keep loving them unconditionally, even if it is from a distance. So people, I want to reach you today so we can spread love and light to our children in this world. They're hurting. I cried a few times just meditating on that message. It's a lot of pain that's going on. I had to check in with my children a lot more. I have to be more conscious of that. Even my adult daughter, I have to be more conscious of checking in on her, checking in on my son that's living in the home with me, checking in to see how my grandkids are doing. So I hope these messages have touched your heart in some way and get you to thinking and get you more open-minded on how you want to navigate in this world on a highly spiritual level. That means you're going to have to tap in more within. You're going to have to go within to do that. And before I sign off, Spirit does want me to spread this word from one of my spiritual teachers that's been helping me along the way. So if you could, every day you give in life, before you get out into the world and go to work or do whatever you need to do in this world, every day you wake up in the morning, or even if you're waking up in the night because you work the night shift, Spirit wants us to practice this more. Meditating for 15 to 20 minutes. Work on quieting the mind. If you can't quiet your mind, start thinking about what brings you joy. What brings you peace? What makes you feel fulfilled? Start having those thoughts instead of thinking about what I need to do for that day. Start thinking about what brings you joy. And then for 15, 20 minutes while you're in that meditative mode of joy and peace, you'll get up moving differently. But it's going to take practice. As I encourage you, I encourage myself. As I minister to you, I minister to myself. I'm wishing you well, people. I love you whether you believe it or not. I have God living within, divine living within. God is love. It is the way. It is power in it. So, I'm going to sign off and leave you good people with this. Watch your thoughts. Things become experiences. If your heart is broken, let it bust wide open so the light of God can shine in. And always find a way to stand rooted in your power. I love you, good people. Take care and be well, brothers and sisters.